Thanks, viewer, for joining me on this quick trip through Warsaw, Poland. My name's Don. I spent 3 weeks in Poland with my Polish friend Richard, but only a couple days in Warsaw, so I'm not much of an expert on this city. I do know it's a very large city with the Vistula river through the center. This woodcut gives an idea of the city. Lots of monuments, churches, and 4 or 5 story buildings that are very narrow. Here's an oil painting of Warsaw. I don't know much of the history of Poland, but I had read James Michener's book, Poland, which I found very interesting. This World War I postcard from Germany celebrates the bombing of Warsaw by the German Zeppelins early in World War I. The Germans invaded and conquered Poland in the First World War and annexed large chunks of Polish territory. Even today, most Polish people know some German. This oil painting celebrates the liberation of Poland from Germany at the end of the First World War in 1918. The Germans again invaded and conquered Poland in the Second World War. They took over Warsaw and herded all the Jewish people into a large ghetto area. This photograph shows that occurring. After an uprising by the Jews, the Germans totally demolished the ghetto and shipped the Jews off to concentration camps. Very little remained, as this photograph illustrates. This is a tiny section of the old ghetto wall which still remains. Monuments to the Warsaw Uprising and for the fallen dead. My friend Richard told me that this large building was a gift from Stalin to the Polish people. Zygmunt, Richard, and myself head into the old part of Warsaw to explore the city and to check out the sculptures and monuments. There are lots of those. This is the royal palace where the Polish king used to live. The central plaza in the old city is a real tourist mecca. Richard and I quickly checked some of the artist sketches. I find the drawings very interesting and very good at depicting the old city. Parts of the old city walls still remain, and we take a look at what was once the citadel. The central square is marked by the emblem of Warsaw, sort of a little warrior kid that's also a mermaid. Let's have a quick photographic tour of the central old plaza and some of the stores and ornaments that are on display. It's very interesting. Zygmunt, who lives in Warsaw, is a wonderful host and pushes me around. We stopped for a drink and a meal at a cafe. Let's check out the old plaza scenery together. Zygmunt, Richard, and myself visit a local cafe. Let's look at the scenery. Aren't these restaurants selling? And we take a look in the shop windows. There's lots of upmarket shops here in the old plaza of Warsaw. It's getting late and time to head home, past the sculptures and back to the hotel. We drive past the Opera House that's in full floodlit view. It's magnificent. The following morning we have a look at modern metropolitan Warsaw. I don't spend much time in this area and we only have a very brief view. Thanks, viewer, for joining me on this very brief view of Warsaw. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Have a great day.